Hey everybody, it's the Doll Circle, and I've got my crown on today, one of my many crowns, just because we're reviewing Ever After High's Apple White, and it's royally ever after, and she's so gorgeous. Pictures were gorgeous of her online when we saw this a while back ago being released, and now I'm like even more blown away. Like, this doll has rooted lashes. Besides the Raven Comic-Con, ow, I just hit my hand really hard, by the way. Besides the Raven Comic-Con doll, I'm holding it together. Besides the Raven Comic-Con doll that had the, well, she's the first Ever After High doll to have rooted lashes. This is the second Ever After High doll to have rooted lashes. So that's why she's so awesome, and she's in a price point that we can actually afford. So it's actually a really good deal. She's $29.99. We found her at Toys R Us. Her box is so much bigger than the standard $19.99 dolls that you can get for Ever After High. She's so cute. I cannot wait to get this out of the box. Like, I mean, look at her. Like, she's a princess. Of course. And the box here, I like how, I don't know if I'm pointing at her face. Am I on her face? Yep. Okay, face. And you see her, like, her, thing around her neck? The thing, what's it called?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. The thing around her neck. Well, the cardboard behind it makes her even bigger. So I kind of want to, like, keep the cardboard because I was like, man, I want to keep the cardboard around her neck. It just makes her, oh gosh, what's it called? You guys, her neck piece? No, there's a name for it. I'll figure it out in a second. I'll Google it when I take her out of the box. But here, let me show you guys the back, though. The back is so cute. And it looks like a Pinterest. And I love it. Come on, as a girl, we all do. Like, this is so cute. She's like, all her friends have liked things on her, like, it's like a board. What's it called?
Wishful list?
A wishful list, which is kind of like a board on Pinterest. When you like something, you post it. And I like how her friends are commenting like, oh, that's a cool scepter, or oh, that's a really cool shoe, this and that. And then now she's bought all of it and is wearing it. That's what it looks like to me. That's my interpretation. I don't know if I'm right, but I'll pretend like I'm right. Because I think it's a real Pinterest, and I think that's awesome. And then she has her little story over here, but I just like how it looks like she's in, you know, coming out of the curtains. Like, look at me, and unveiling. So I really like this. I cannot wait to get her out. I just want to, like, she has lashes. I want to, like, touch them. It's so pretty. So let's take her out of the box, take a closer look at her, and comment. Did you guys think it's a Pinterest thing on the back of the box? I think it is. All right, let's take her out of the box. Okay, so we got her out of the box, and before I throw the box away, I wanted to show you guys, this is where she was standing. It's a throne that says AW on it, obviously Apple White. So this is, I mean, I thought it was kind of cute. At first I thought it was just like a part of her neck piece, but it really isn't. It's a chair. It's her throne. So I want to show you guys that's what is inside of the box. That would be cool to, if I could maybe make a throne one day. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. I'll try to experiment with that idea. But I love this doll. I think it's really cute. Her hair kind of, I mean, it has like a little rubber banding in the back. I'll show you that in a second. But overall, flawless face, amazing face. I love her makeup. I love how it's simple. I thought, really in this doll, I feel like she looks so much more mature in it. So I had the first wave Apple to show you guys too, kind of like her progression and what she looks like now. But starting from the top to the bottom, okay, I did not mean to do that. Starting from the top to the bottom, her, like I said, lashes are rooted, and they're not as big as I've seen some dolls do where they're like super long and you can't even see their face. So here, let me give you a little bit of a side profile. Tell me if you can see that, Chase.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, they're sticking out and stuff like that. So it's really perfectly done. They're rooted really nice. That's one thing I don't like about the Barbie, not style dolls. Yes, it was the older style dolls. How with them, like, their lashes were so big and kind of covered, it like covered their eyes completely. And I was just like, that looks really weird, and I didn't like that. With hers, they're placed just right that it looks like her eyes are just open and nice and normal. So I really like that. Perfectly done. Beautiful gold crown on the top. It is attached to her head. I don't think I'm probably going to take it off. This is another one of those display dolls. I'm not going to be changing her or playing with her because she looks so pretty the way she is. Now I love the scepter in her hand tied with the plastic because it's just, without it, it's really heavy. So I'm going to leave it like that, but there's an apple in the scepter, which I thought was a really good detail. Good job. The top part is going to be plastic. It looks like pearls going around here, so I thought that was a really good detailing around her shoulders. Of course, this going around her is so detailed, so pretty. Let me turn her around so you guys can see the detailing on the gold back here. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. It looks like the inside of a gold candy wrapper, like a really expensive chocolate or something. I love that. And then this is actually 2 pieces going out from her, kind of from like her upper back. And they're just really pretty fabric, shiny red design, like filigree design going around the tops here. Really pretty. As she walks, I could just see it trailing behind her. Love, love, love this mermaid style dress. So beautiful. It has a slit going up on the top, which even with the slit, I don't think I could walk in this. It's so tight. But it looks great though. I mean, I love the white. I love all the gold. This is just, if Apple was to be queen, this is the dress she would wear. So I really thought they executed that very perfectly. It does have a stand, does come with a brush. Chase, did you review a little bit more of the story? I read like the first page and I didn't go through all of it on the book that it came with, which is this one right here. But I thought
you read it all, so I didn't bother reading it.
Oh, really? I told you I only read the first part. Whoopsies. Oh. It's a little bit of a spoiler though. I mean, I don't want to like give off too much, but it says fairest dream of all. And with this, it's saying that, again, I don't want to leave too much, but it said, once upon a time I lived in a royal castle by the most spellbinding evil queen of ever after, Raven Queen. So it's kind of like, oh my gosh, if you guys saw Way to Wonderland and you know how she accepted her powers, spoiler alert, if she accepted her powers, is this taking place in the future? Let's see. And then it also says, that she's also, like, someone was a personal assistant, so I was like, that's really weird. Is she the personal assistant to the Raven Queen? Let's see. Like, I mean, there's a lot going on to it. Like, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so that's why I kind of was like, I don't know if I want to read it on camera. I kind of want to read it to you guys. I don't know. So after that, I kind of stopped reading, because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. But, I mean, it's just a normal size little, pamphlet book that it comes with. I know someone's going to be commenting next and going, you need to read the whole thing on camera, I want to see it, but honestly I don't want to ruin it though for anybody if you guys don't have the dolls yet. Even though I kind of spoiled a little bit Way to Wonderland right there. So overall though, the doll is so gorgeous and I really, really like her. I love the idea of, again, the rooted lashes are done for me. Like, I just, oh, it's so awesome. So here's the first wave Apple, and I want to do a little comparison. If you guys can see, she has a different purse, obviously. Going with the new one, it's beautiful. It's clear. It looks almost like if she was to be queen, it's like an apple made of, like, you know, real stone of some sort, like where there's a garnet or something. So I like how they gave that versus her original purse, which just looks like it's made out of beading. So it's like stepping up a little bit, you know? And then with her overall look, going from the first wave to this one, I mean, just looking at it, she looks obviously like a young girl in high school versus a queen. I mean, I love how they gave the difference with that in the overall, like, with the makeup, with the shape of the dress, with the overall, just the way her stance is. I feel like she just I know it's a doll, but in her overall presence looks way more mature. And I love that. And that's hard to do with one character and you're trying to switch it up from her in high school to now being queen. I like that. I thought this was done really well. Really, really cool. As I'm talking, like, let me know, comment below if you guys are agreeing with anything I'm saying, any points that maybe I'm missing. Oh yeah, let me show you guys the hair. Her hair was rubber banded in, so she's gonna have that ponytail rubber band look that I hate happens to dolls when they've been having their hair rubber banded too long. So it does come through here, but I mean, her hair is so soft, no product in it. Like, I kind of want to get another one of these dolls just to undress and have, because she has rooted lashes and probably the softest apple hair I've ever seen.
So I read,
did you
like,
read it?
I read the back.
Should we read it for people? Should we say it?
No, I mean, once you get to the end, you're like, oh.
Oh, is it silly? Am I like making a big deal?
She apparently she was dreaming. She was at the Beanstalk Bakery or the Hocus Pocus Latte or whatever the coffee place, and apparently she fell into a dream. And then in the dream, she was like the personal assistant of Raven Queen. And then one day, Raven had enough. She's like, "You're making my castle too adorable." And then and then Hunter came to rescue. He's like, "Oh, Raven's out to get you." She says, "You're making it to her." So Hunter rescued her from the castle, and then she's running.
So
and then,
I was excited for nothing.
Yeah. And then her fairy tale, and then everyone was like, "Oh, her fairy tale's coming true," because then she did her fairy tale, ate the apple, and then apparently Raven was saying, like, this is the apple that will be the end of her fairy tale. And then she's like, oh yeah. And then she's like, oh, and then she's like, remind me to tell Briar that this endless the sleep isn't that bad. Like, cause then you can dream about whatever you want.
Okay.
And then she's like, oh, someone interrupted my dream. It's like, oh, it was like, oh, heavy, wait, why is it so wet?
Alright, well I hope that didn't take away any excitement at all, Chase.
I ruined it.
I know, people were in suspense, they're like, oh my god, I need to get this doll to read this book, the little pamphlet thing to see what it says. No, I mean, I'm not disappointed or anything. I really like the idea of maybe, you know,
and then she fell face first.
Actually going through and like her being queen and Raven being evil and kind of like
she's dreaming
going
about
that whole direction.
she's dreaming about her coronation and becoming the queen, and then she fell to the deep sleep, and then she woke up to a kiss, which happened to be her falling face first into her latte.
Wow, she almost drowned. That was nice. Well, I like lattes, so if I was to drown in a latte, it doesn't seem that bad. Okay, well. So I hope you guys didn't mind that we actually did read that off and take away a little bit of the excitement. But it's kind of that now that makes me think.
It's what I do.
Really, I think that's a little interesting now that they would take that and make a whole doll out of it. I don't know. I guess they make dolls for any reason. So to make it for just like that little like dream segment that she had in that book, that little chapter, I guess that's okay. I don't know. Comment. What do you guys think? I feel like that was a little bit of like, not a letdown. It was kind of just like, I don't know. I was kind of excited. I was thinking I was making.
I'll read the last part. Is like.
No,
this is like.
He likes doing this.
It's like although
right now the camera's just staring at me and he's reading, and I'm just like.
It's like a perfect kiss, a kiss that seemed to melt away the heavy sleeping spell with the equally perfect and happy warmth. Although it was sort of too slobbery and wet to be perfectly honest. In fact, now my whole face was dripping in. Wait a minute. I opened my eyes and I saw my latte. My latte? Oh, I'm back in the Beanstalk Bakery. I must have dozed off while I was daydreaming and right into my Hocus latte too. Well, as I sighed, I quickly dried off, hoping no one had noticed. And one day, I'll see my happily ever after. One day.
This is like story time with Chase.
Story time.
Everyone's like, why are we just staring at her as she looks around the room? Alright. Enough of us babbling. As always, check out our Facebook, Instagram.
Did you show her shoes?
Twitter, Tumblr. They're actually kind of boring. Well, I mean, I'll show you guys anyways. Facebook, Instagram.
I was kind of daydreaming
Tumblr.
and I wasn't really paying attention either, so.
Thanks, Chase.
I was reading.
You're not paying attention.
I was reading the book. Lit.
You guys. I don't know what we're gonna do with him. All right, here's her shoes. They're white. They're not like boring. I just feel like they don't have color. I would have liked them to have gold accents on it, which is something that's easily done with paint. I mean, I do like the design though. I like how they have like the little like filigree going around the whole shoes, like the vines wrapping around. They're very, very pretty. They remind me of like wedding shoes though. I feel like without the gold they look very bridal, which isn't a bad thing. I just think it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like they should have had gold markings on it. Just saying. The doll's elaborate. You got some real lashes. Why not have gold on the shoes? Alright, and always make sure to subscribe so you can hear us rant, Chase tell stories, me get frustrated with Chase still reading more stories, me sitting here. I think that summed up our whole review. I give this doll 2 thumbs up. I love it. I know I've been doing that a lot recently, but they've been doing such a good job on these dolls. I think so. Maybe. Yeah, they are. Comment, you guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say. We'll try to get back to the comments. I'm sorry we've been really busy. Love you so much. Thanks for watching, and watch us tomorrow. Bye.